Hi, I'm John. Welcome to my show, Wicked Confidential. It's a cooking show where I'm going to show you how to cook all the delicious classics you have in a restaurant, such as steak Diane, chicken marsala, stuff you pay a lot of money for, where I can show you how to do it much cheaper than that. I started out here at Wicked Slice about a year ago. A friend of mine owns Wicked Slice and a couple other restaurants, Da Vinci's Pizza in Ellington and Hebron. He didn't really need a chef here, but he wanted one. And that's where I was born. I had a heart attack a couple years ago and lost my job, and it's been great working here. I never worked with pizza really before, and they've taught me a lot as I've taught them about other techniques about cooking. I'm making chicken marsala today, but before that, I'm gonna make you a simple salad with a couple tricks. This is called a channel knife, and what it does, it just makes nice channels in the cucumber, just to make it a little fancier. And I always, when I cut a cucumber, I remove the seeds. It just makes for a nicer presentation. As a matter of fact, these cucumbers and the tomatoes are from my garden in Columbia, Connecticut. So we take the seeds out. I like to cut the cucumber in nice thin slices. Seven or eight pieces on a salad is adequate. This is a beautiful tomato. I just picked it this morning before I came here. Cut that into nice chunks because it's such a beautiful tomato. You can see the color. If you could just smell that, it's absolutely fabulous. I very rarely eat tomatoes unless they're grown from someone's garden. No, we're just going to top that with a little red onion. Onions are very easy to cut. The best way, cut them in half. Take this outside part off because it's a little tougher than the inside. You get all the skin off it. And I just try to go as thin as I can. It's nice to have a good knife in the kitchen too. You don't have to have a fancy knife like we have, but go spend $20 or $30 on a knife and you'll be much happier. It's much safer with a better knife. And I would top that with just a little oil and vinaigrette, and you're all set. And again, just look at that tomato. It's absolutely beautiful. Now that our beautiful garden salad is complete, we're going to go into our main course. I chose chicken marsala today. It's a very popular dish in restaurants, and it's really not that hard to make. It only has a few ingredients: chicken, onions, mushrooms, garlic, Parmesan cheese, wine, and beef stock. I've made this dish thousands of times in my life. You can also adapt this. We do this here at the pizza place for a chicken marsala pizza, which is very, very popular. The first thing we do is dredge chicken breast in flour. This is one chicken breast that I've cut in half. It's a flour mixture of salt and pepper. Put about a quarter tablespoon of oil in a frying pan. I've already had this preheated, so it's already ready to go. And the first thing we're going to do is cook the chicken, about 3/4 of the way through. And then we'll do the vegetables after that. We're also serving garlic mashed potatoes with a salad today. Okay, so what I'm trying to achieve here is a brownness on both sides of the chicken before I do the vegetables. I do the chicken first because it takes longer to cook than the vegetables, which are going to be shallots, mushrooms, and garlic. Chicken's getting golden brown there. We're going to flip it over. Add a tiny bit more oil. Add our garlic now and our onions. It's probably going to take about 4 or 5 minutes for the onions to sweat down. In future episodes, I'm going to show you how to adapt all of our recipes to put on pizza. As you can see there, everything's getting nice and brown. Turn the heat down a little bit. We don't want to burn the garlic and the onions. What you're looking for here is for the onions to get translucent. You can smell the garlic cooking. It smells wonderful already. I'm going to deglaze with Marsala wine. Deglazing is just taking the parts off the bottom of the pan and all those wonderful bits. This is a half a cup of wine, which I'm going to reduce to about a quarter of a cup. The purpose of the reduction is you get the intense flavor of the wine. Now I'm going to add the mushrooms. We're going to turn the heat up a little bit and sweat these down. Now while we're letting that cook down, we're going to go ahead and make our garlic mashed potatoes. To make garlic mashed potatoes, I simply roasted some garlic cloves in a saute pan, the same way I was doing the onions here, and I threw it right in with the potatoes. We're going to drain the potatoes into a colander. Try not to spill it on yourself. And this potato mixture is going to go into what I call a ricer. Just going back to the chicken here. The reduction looks like it's getting really nicely. Now we're going to add a quarter cup of beef stock to that. This is a ricer. People use it in Italian cooking to make gnocchi and stuff. I'm going to use it to make mashed potatoes today. You simply put the potatoes into the hopper. And as you see, they come out perfect. No lumps, no clumps, and your guests will love them. The reason I use this also is it cuts down, when you mix potatoes with a mixer, they get very starchy. This I'm only gonna have to mix up very little bit to achieve what I want. Okay, here's the potatoes. I have my salt and pepper right here. I always use fresh ground salt and pepper. You can get these shakers in any grocery store now, and it's a much better product. A couple tablespoons of milk. Fresh butter, because butter's everybody's friend. That looks very nice. Back to our chicken. I'm going to add a little more beef stock to that. The potatoes look wonderful. I'm going to give those a little taste. Perfect. Creamy, delicious, non-lumpy. These are not your grandmother's potatoes. And my grandma was Polish. She didn't do potatoes very good, so. And as you can see, it's getting a nice dark color to it. The chicken's getting nice and tender, and then the mushrooms are almost done. At this point, I'm going to add a little butter to the Marsala. Turn the heat down a tiny bit. Parmesan cheese. That chicken's perfectly done. I've been cooking for about 30 years. I spent some time in the military cooking. I've opened many restaurants in Hartford, and I have most fun making pizza now. I adapt all these recipes to put on pizza. In future shows, we're going to do steak Diane, chicken a la vodka, shrimp scampi. I'm trying, the purpose of my show is to help you cook better and not have to go out and spend a lot of money in a restaurant, where you can make this dish for 2 people for under $10 at your house. Roasted garlic mashed potatoes. A little more beef stock. A little bit of fresh parsley, a little bit more Parmesan cheese, chicken marsala, the easy way. Serve it with a nice salad, and it's a wonderful meal. This is a fresh garden salad with tomatoes and cucumbers out of my own garden. Bon appetit. So these are our completed dishes. Chicken marsala over roasted garlic mashed potato and a simple garden salad. Great, it's a great meal for summertime or for a comfort dish on a rainy, snowy day. I wish you could smell it. It smells fabulous. Thank you for watching my show. In future shows, I'm going to be doing steak Diane, lobster fra diavolo. Next month, I'm going to be doing a shrimp scampi for us over an angel hair pasta. I chose that dish because I love shrimp, and so does everybody else. Thank you for watching my show. This is Chef John from Coventry, Connecticut. Thank you.